All right, so this is liquid mask up here, so just kind of ignore that for this demonstration. What I'm going to do is tape this. If you decide you're not going to use the liquid mask, you could just use 1-inch blue tape. Don't use masking tape and don't use the blue cloth tape. If it's on the window too long, and let's say the sun hits it, it's bound to leave residue behind. This tape is just much better. It's a safe release tape, and so you don't wind up with the residue problems even if it's exposed to the sun. Okay, now we have a really good clean edge here between the frame and the glass. So in this scenario, I would take a piece of tape. You'll notice that I've ripped it at an angle so it can go into the corner. I would just go really tight to the trim, okay? And then, same idea here. You'll see that I've ripped the tape up so it goes up into the corner. And just tight to the trim, okay? And then you just go ahead and paint it. Now, another issue you might run into in an older house, again, because we have such a clean transition between the trim and the window, that is not always the case. Sometimes you're done cleaning the old paint off, but this edge between the glass and the trim just looks really crappy, right? So one way to solve that is to, instead of going directly against the trim, bring it down a little. Okay, and create a new line on the glass. Okay, and then run this down. Okay, so you're just creating a really fine line on the glass, which is fine. In the scheme of things, by the time you pull it, you're not going to see it. I don't know if you can see this, but this trim actually undulates back and forth now that you've got your tape on the glass. When you go to paint this, you're going to have a nice, clean, straight line. Okay. Now, when you go to pull it, you always want to make sure that you grab the end of the tape and you pull back over itself. Now, make sure the paint is completely dry. I'd really would recommend that you guys wait a complete day before you go and pull the tape final, okay? And be careful in this corner, and then just bring it straight down. Pretty straightforward process, but those are the two ways to handle these, okay?